fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs.
Fox News. The Iranians have got to take the next step, or the president has a lot of options to go back to the war.
That's Vice President Vance, who's set to lead the negotiations this weekend. And just before midnight on Truth Social, President Trump warned the shooting could start again, and it would be bigger and better and stronger.
Saying in part, quote, all U.S. ships, aircraft, and military personnel with additional ammunition, weaponry, and anything else that is appropriate and necessary for the lethal prosecution and destruction of an already substantially degraded enemy will remain in place and around Iran until such time as the real agreement reached is fully complied with.
That's Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv.
The question is whether or not the Iranians are willing to make a good faith deal, and already many officials in Tehran are contradicting the agreement that was laid out to enter into this 2-week ceasefire. There was a top atomic official today saying that Iran will maintain its ability to enrich uranium.
Iran also says it'll keep blocking oil and other shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, insisting the ceasefire is being breached by Israel, though the U.S. insists Lebanon is not part of the agreement, as Israeli attacks there yesterday killed more than 200 people.
Its military saying it attacked more than 100 Hezbollah targets in just 10 minutes. At one of Beirut's busiest intersections, journalists saw charred bodies inside vehicles and lying on the ground. President Joseph Aoun described it as a massacre.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. Oil prices are rising back up almost 5%. WTI $99 a barrel again as futures fall on Wall Street. They're still asleep in space. The 4 astronauts on the Artemis 2 mission, who after a wake-up call later this morning will be packing up, getting ready for their return tomorrow.
It's really hard out here. It's we're a long way from home.
That's mission specialist Jeremy Hansen. Today they'll fire the Orion spacecraft's main engine to correct their course back to Earth after setting a record traveling farther from here than anyone ever in the fly around the moon Monday. America's listening to Fox News.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. Ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
While that fragile ceasefire with Iran still holds, even though Israel keeps attacking Lebanon, holy sites reopened today in Jerusalem for both Christians and Muslims.
The Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Al-Aqsa Mosque had been closed for 40 days by Israeli police since the start of U.S. and Israeli airstrikes in Iran. Around 3,000 Palestinian Muslims were there for morning prayers at the mosque. The first time since Israel took control of East Jerusalem in 1967 that Al-Aqsa was closed during the Eid al-Fitr holiday, marking the end of the Ramadan holy month. Only mosque staff and officials with the organization that manages it were allowed to pray there. Easter Mass was held at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, mostly empty, though, after complaints about church leaders being kept out altogether on Palm Sunday. Chris Foster, Fox News.
An American has been arrested in the Bahamas days after Brian Hooker's wife, Lynette, went missing, though he's not been charged with a crime at this point. Hooker claims she went overboard in their small boat in rough seas as they traveled back to their yacht. There is also a U.S. Coast Guard criminal investigation. In Hawaii, a doctor's been convicted of trying to kill his wife and could get 20 years in prison when sentenced in August.
The jury in Honolulu.
We, the jury in this case, finds the defendant guilty of attempted manslaughter based upon extreme mental or emotional disturbance.
Dr. Gerhard Koenig immediately put his head in his hands when he heard the decision in the trial that lasted about 3 weeks. Prosecutors said the 47-year-old was obsessed with his wife Ariel's admitted emotional affair with a married coworker. during a hike in Oahu on her birthday last March. They said the anesthesiologist tried to push her off a cliff, stab her with a syringe, and hit her with a rock. His defense claimed it was not a planned attack, and he was acting in self-defense, saying she started an altercation. CJ Papa, Fox News.
The Masters just teed off at Augusta in Georgia a short time ago, golf's first major tournament of the year. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign police investigating after a teen shot this week. That shooting happened Monday night in the 400 block of West Beardsley Avenue. The 18-year-old found at the scene with an apparent gunshot wound to the leg. He was treated and released. So far, no arrests have been made. Tax filing deadline quickly approaching. The Illinois Department of Revenue is reminding taxpayers April 15, the deadline to file the 2025 state and individual income tax returns. Taxpayers are encouraged to file electronically and choose first deposit in order to ensure the fastest processing. Mattoon is conducting a cleanup event this weekend for all city residents to take part in at 8 to 11 a.m. Saturday. Roll-up dumpsters available at the Mattoon Yard Waste Facility at Shelby Avenue and Logan Street. These dumpsters will be available to Mattoon residents. Only a driver's license or proof of residency is required in order to dispose of material at the site. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim. Good morning. It is Thursday. It is April 9, ESPN 93.5. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey. We got Mr. Weatherman Greg Solier standing by with
yellow
with moisture, I guess is what I can say. So
rain, fall, yes, increasing.
Okay,
in the days to come.
Okay, that's why he's here. He knows how to do this, and I was at the weather
most
climate.
Days of the week, at least.
No, we got you at 99.99. So
thank you.
And I was at weather climate class at 8 a.m. in college, and remember quadrants and that.
Well, that's good. That's part of the mathematical statistical end of things. Very good. Yes.
Be about
quadrants are weather systems as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Your weather station at age 12 paid off. My rockin' sock'em robots at age 12. Yeah. Well.
But you know what?
Enjoyed the heck out of it.
Worked out a trade. I think a trade.
Yeah. Well,
I would have loved one of those for Christmas.
It was awesome. I love my Rock'em Sock'em robots. Let's check your weather. I still have it, by the way. Let's check your weather.
Still got the weather station. We cobbled one thing together off of eBay.
Well, maybe I can play with your toy and you can play with my toy. That'd be all right.
There you go. Fine. They're going to be in the mail.
Our weather brought to you by Busey for over 158 years. Member FDIC. Our meteorologist is Greg Solier.
And yes, it is. And a nice mild morning out there. Temperatures between about 55 and 60 degrees. 54 now at Willard and Soy, actually. 58 at Rantoul. 60 over at the Water Survey downtown Champaign. And a couple of little blips of a few drops of rain as you venture up and around the Pontiac area, around Fowler, Indiana. A couple of little scattered showers coming out of Will and Kankakee counties. A little bit of a boundary coming through the area. We'll get a disturbance to track along it. That will increase rainfall in pretty good coverages later on tonight and tomorrow morning. We'll move into, after a mild warm day today, cooler weather for the weekend, but then move that boundary back to the north. It's a surge of summertime. Then we open up the Gulf and get a series of systems to come in via the plains, and that should increase the rainfall prospects around here at least into the first half of next week. Maybe a little field work access in one or two spots, but after that, shut down as the week wears on next week. Up to 77 today, and a gusty south-southwesterly wind already, a partly sunny sky, and a slim chance for a stray shower late this morning. Slightly better odds, but not great this afternoon. A couple of showers, thunderstorms will roam the area tonight. Best odds and coverages after midnight, low down to 55. Tomorrow, cooler day, mainly cloudy. A few rainy spells in the morning, maybe a clap of thunder. Those will wind out for the early afternoon up to 63 as winds shift around by afternoon into the north and northeast. But it'll drive in drier air, cooler air, lows near 40 for tomorrow night. And then Saturday and for the weekend, not bad. On Saturday, 65, partly sunny, small chance for a shower late. That is a northbound warm front, and after a thunderstorm chance early and late in the day on Sunday, partly sunny, windy, warm, more humid up near 80 on Sunday, lower 80s both Monday and Tuesday, but a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. The rains linger into Wednesday next week, and then cooling and some short-term drying next Thursday and Friday. Late next week, highs back down into the 60s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
All right, thank you, buddy. It's 710 ESPN 93.5. The Iranians are saying that the truce has already been busted. Israel hits Hezbollah. U.S. says that's not part of the agreement. It's hard not to hit Hezbollah when Hezbollah, all they want to do is kill every Israelite they can find.
Right.
So it's part of the very complicated nature of this. J.D. Vance is there. I think they're in Pakistan trying to hammer out what essentially was a 10-point agreement. First of all, I don't know. I'll ask John Decker this about how can you trust anything Iran says? That's part of their doctrine. They lie. So good luck to us on figuring that thing out, because it's a mess, and I don't know how you resolve it when you're talking to people that simply want your death. Hard one.
Yeah.
The woman in the Bahamas that disappeared off the dinghy, her husband has been arrested. This is that story where they're on a dinghy. Do you know how small a dinghy is? It's like, I don't know, 5 feet.
Huh.
2 adults on there.
Okay.
Looked like you could fall off anytime.
Wow.
It was kind of not good weather too, very windy and choppy and riptides, stuff like that.
Okay.
So the problem is, this is her husband has a history.
Oh.
The stepdaughter says, I've seen him choke out my sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so you're thinking that, I'll just say she fell over, and apparently she had the ignition key. Stepdaughter said she never drove. He always drove the dinghy.
I see.
So when she fell out, the key came out, killed the engine. He had to paddle 2.5 miles in wind. And this is, I've seen pictures of the dinghy. I didn't know dinghies are that little. It's half the size of that couch.
I see.
It's dinghy. And so she's gone. Disappeared. I wouldn't think she'd survive that. But what evidence they have? You say, well, we had domestic. I know, we fought. Right. But she fell. And even if she did, it's not going to be credible because of his history.
Mm-hmm.
But they arrested him. They must have something. But I have no idea. How would you know exactly what happened?
Right. Unless there was somebody with some kind of video.
You're in the middle of 2.5 miles offshore.
Right.
Nobody sees you. Anyway, it's intriguing, but it doesn't, I don't know. Again, your background bud is going to hurt you.
Yeah.
If you've had domestic violence issues and anger issues, and they're in the Bahamas, which is their jurisdiction, not U.S., but the Bahamian people have arrested him, and who knows what evidence they have.
Mike's chiming in saying 8 foot. Is that how long?
A dinghy?
Yeah.
Okay, that would have been 3 feet longer than I would have guessed seeing those two people. Maybe they're big people. But they were sitting there, and I'm going, yeah. Anyway, it's intriguing. It's getting a lot of coverage, and it's out there. So the biggest story of the world is Iran and what happens next, and do we want to blow them up back to the Stone Age? I'm not in favor of that.
No.
Because you're going to hurt too many people.
That's right.
There's just no answer to people that are that radical, that lie to you and you can't trust, and you're trying to make a deal, and based on what power are they making any deals? But yet they're very, 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 very much in the language business of how good they're doing. Okay. Anyway, we've done what we wanted to do. I don't think they can hurt us for a while, but they're going to reconstitute and just do it again eventually. It might be 20 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to fix that. I really, really don't. I don't think anybody does. Just an absolute mess. 217-359-2255. You want to jump on our Fisher National Bank text line, you're always welcome. 714, some sports headlines.
I was taking a little time because I wanted to get the wording right on our athletic director's right eye with the detached retina and getting some surgery done this week.
Josh Whitman?
Josh Whitman made this announcement yesterday.
Well, how'd that happen?
It will likely undergo a similar procedure on the left eye next week, expected to make a full recovery.
I don't know how you detach your retina.
I know.
Does that just happen, or did he wrestle with his son, who's probably going to be twice the size of Josh?
Will. Last time I saw Will, he was climbing a tree, and they were digging holes, and they were Will and Tater. Awesome kids.
Working very hard to get the NIL deal for the Whitman family and the Thomas family, the volleyball coach. Anyway, I don't know. Good luck to Josh. Maybe he jumped in a practice with the basketball team. I don't know.
Well, he talked about how incredible this has been.
Yeah.
And, he was so glad he was able to make so many appearances. One of the ones where they just kind of walked up on the bandstand stage that Barry Hauser uses to direct the band, I think.
That's when they were leaving.
Right.
Leaving for the Indianapolis. And
next to the buses, we had
but usually,
many people showing up, and you had to address them.
I didn't think you could fly with any eye issues because of pressure. He flew to Houston. I don't know.
I mean, this seemed like it was unexpected.
Okay.
I feel like that was part of the statement. So,
well, welcome to the big time. Now we know when your surgery is, and we want to know what happens, and everything is now in public.
He's definitely in my prayers.
Yeah.
Jackie Alexander is moving on. She was the assistant to the women's basketball coach Shauna Green, 22-12 on the season. She's going back to her native state of Kentucky to be the head coach at Morehead State.
Wow.
Ty Pence, SJO grad, all-area player back in the day. Of course, ISU in the NIT Final Four, and is entering the transfer portal.
You can't blame anybody for trying to cash in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would. If you have a chance to get some money, yeah, heck yeah.
So, we've got your Redbird recap coming up. St. Louis wins 6-1 over Washington.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. The Cardinals enjoy a day off today after winning 2 out of 3 in Washington, D.C., beating the Nationals 6-1 yesterday behind Michael McGreevy.
A very nice finish to the road trip. The Cardinals winning the last 2 games, winning the series against the Nationals, and finishing even on the trip. And they got some really good help from Jordan Walker, who homered yet again. He's hit 5 in the early going.
Jordan Walker with a good day. Burleson had 3 runs batted in. Joel Pozo broke an 0 for 23 dating back to last year with a 2-run hit in the 9th to make it 6-1.
Such a likable teammate, and that was a big hit for him to get that late to extend the lead.
And the Cardinals had Riley O'Brien finish up, and with the day off, the bullpen should be in good shape tomorrow.
Bullpen needed the start of Michael McGreevy yesterday.
Dustin May goes for his first Cardinal win against lefty Conley early. We're on the air at 6:20 as the Cardinals play the Red Sox at Busch Stadium tomorrow night.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Happy to see some success with Jordan Walker, especially since he was on our Cardinal Caravan and there was such buzz about that season.
And they sent him back down, and then he struggled and he struggled and then he struggled, and now he's tied for Major League Baseball's 5 home runs this early.
Mm-hmm.
At this rate, he'd have 40. So, yeah, good for him.
Boston Friday, 7:15, heard here on ESPN 93.5.
Cubs are in last place.
I know.
But they're 6-6.
Right.
It's just everybody else. I mean, Cincinnati and Milwaukee are 8-4, and Cardinals, I think, are 7-6. Anyway, Pittsburgh's way better.
Right.
So anyway, the division looks like it's shaping up to be pretty good.
Well, we've got Pittsburgh and a series starting up. 1:20 start on Friday. Shoto Imanaga will be on the mound for the Cubbies. So the Cubs beat Tampa Bay 6-2 yesterday. You'll hear all this action over on US 105.9. Baltimore over the Chicago White Sox. They've got a game at Kansas City with a 6:40 start.
Weather brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, always looking for good members of the team. If you feel a calling towards healthcare, carlhealth.org/careers.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign and Bennett vicinity. Weak frontal boundary on the move. It'll push southward as a cool front later on tomorrow. Dropping temperatures a bit. Another big warm up though accompanies a surge of moisture and fair amount of rainfall by early next week. In the meantime, a windy, warmer day today. An isolated shower or thunderstorm around this morning. Later on this afternoon as well, up to 77 on a gusty south-southwesterly wind and a partly sunny sky. 55 in the low 4 tonight. A stray shower thunderstorm this evening. Better odds after midnight. Tomorrow, cooler, mainly cloudy. Bit of rain in the morning, an isolated thunderstorm that'll wind down through the early afternoon with a high about 63 as wind shifts around north-northeast. Clearing off tomorrow night, much cooler, lows down to about 40. And a partly sunny Saturday, slim chance for a shower late in the day at 65. We turn windy, warmer, more humid for the day on Sunday, up near 80 with maybe a stray shower thunderstorm morning and late afternoon. Showers, thunderstorms to the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, more rain Wednesday. High temperatures Monday and Tuesday into the lower 80s and a cool-off slated for mid next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm Elocious Greg Soldier.
Within the cities we call home, Busey Bank is more than a name. It's a commitment to your dreams. With Busey, trusted guidance is tailored to empower you every step of the way. Whether it's seamlessly managing your finances or planning for your future, Busey is dedicated to your financial success. Busey Bank, Building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
When the storm rolls in, where will you go? Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your family with a custom storm shelter from Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services. At Berg Tanks, their shelters are fiberglass and plate steel safe rooms that can be installed in your garage or exterior, in ground, or on a concrete pad. Built to withstand the toughest storms, giving you a safe, secure place when you need it most. Whether you need a compact unit for a small space or a larger shelter for the whole family, they've got you covered. Their expert team handles everything from excavation to installation, so you can have peace of mind before the next storm strikes. Berg Septic also specializes in septic pumping, new system installation, grease trap cleanings, repairs, and maintenance plans to keep your home running smoothly. Call Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services today at 217-367-8632 or visit them online at bergtanksinc.com. That's bergtanksinc.com.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. I'm trying to determine, I think, I really like the NCAA tournament, but I think this is number one for me. The Masters is just, I don't know what to say. You're playing golf in a garden. It's unbelievably pretty and unbelievably difficult. So if the wind is blowing in Augusta, Georgia, it's going to be really hard. The greens are like on a little mountain, and so they roll forever. So if you're on top of the hole and you got to go downhill, good luck stopping the golf ball. Anyway, it's just Jim Nance, who's just the best, and he's committed. He let basketball go, so he wasn't doing the tournament, obviously, but he is doing the Masters, and he says, I'm doing it 10 more years.
Okay.
That would be 76, which used to be so old you couldn't even breathe.
Not now.
76 is the new 46. As far as I'm concerned. Oh, yeah. You can invent anything you want.
So some of the storylines that I've been noticing coming out of Augusta is Brian DeChambeau at the age of 32. Bryson. Thank you. 5-iron fabricated himself.
Yeah, made it himself.
3D printer.
Yeah, he can do that.
Wow.
The guy's really different. And but he is really good at golf. So who knows? I mean, I think Roy won it last year when he collapsed on the green and cried, and
yeah,
it was awesome. That made him have the Grand Slam. He's won all the big ones, and only 6 humans have ever done that.
This headline says Scotty Scheffler brings different vibes to Augusta than other golf stars, not generating the same kind of buzz like a Tiger or Phil, but he's a different kind of superstar, and maybe that's a good thing.
He's a solid Christian, and his faith is talked about a lot. He brought his 12-day-old boy to the golf tournament yesterday because they played the par 3 with the kids.
Okay.
And they have such fun on that, where the kids actually get to hit some balls too.
Right.
Such fun. They laugh, they play. It's really, really fun. So
12 days though. I mean,
12-day-old baby. Yeah. Anyway, it's a great tournament. Somebody's going to emerge, and somebody's going to do something. Somebody's going to hit a shot. It's just fun, and it's gorgeous. So it's really great TV and great to watch the Masters. And apparently, when Tiger was talking about playing, The tickets were soaring to like $7,000. And there's a lottery. Ted tells us there's a lottery that you get in. And if you win the tickets, obviously people sell them back a lot. But I think I would go. If I got 4 tickets, I think I'd take my kids. I don't think Gracie'd want to go, but the 3 boys would.
But the money you could get if you were to let them go.
But the
or
experience,
maybe there's a clause or something in there.
No, I think you can do whatever you want with them.
Okay.
That's why there's a lottery in 5 zillion try and get them because they
Gotcha.
sell them.
Uh-huh.
Just like the man getting an autograph and selling it on eBay.
That's
You
right.
always go to the kids, and now the kids are so sophisticated, they probably sell it too. Anyhow, it's the Masters, and it's awesome. All right, I have a Stever from Land's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing and Underground.
Oh,
And
we got the Orange Comfort Club.
It's the Orange Comfort Club. This
I love
is just a slam dunk. I'm doing maintenance on your place for a year. It's $40 a month, which is really good. You can go to landsinc.com and look it up and see what you get. But it's all free. I'm paying. And if you have access to a phone, you want to text in LANZ, we did put it up on GoStever.com this morning. So that's there as well. So I'm talking about 12 months, and it's just a laundry list of things you get. If you need work, you get discounts. They'll just come and look at your HVAC, air conditioning, furnace. They'll look at your plumbing as well, make sure the sump is good, make sure your hot water heaters are good. They just do a checkup. It's just a good routine thing to do, and if you haven't had your filters changed in your house, you need to do that. And if you don't want to learn, even though that's pretty easy, I can even do that one.
Now that you know.
Yeah.
Before, didn't even realize that was a thing,
Well,
and the filter was a piece of cardboard.
Our first house, I didn't know we had a sump pump until it ran in year 3, and it worked somewhat. I didn't know there was such a thing as a sump pump.
Isn't it wild how naive you are as a homeowner and things like that? Anyway, landsinc.com has more of the information about how you can tap into the Comfort Club, and we'll give you that orange level, and boy, it'll take care of things for you as you join the Land's Comfort family.
Yeah, not a bad deal. $480 that I'll pay for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're texting in LANZ?
You can do either.
Okay.
Text in LANZ, LANZ, to 217-359-2255. And then just also go to GoStever.com if you'd like to do it that way. Good luck to you. Okay, so the Coaches versus Cancer has taken on a whole new level of interest because the players are coming.
I love it.
And again, I wouldn't expect, I'm just kind of giving you a warning, they should not allow autographs because you're never going to get to all of the people that'll be there.
You want to start that, said Coach Didka.
Yep, and he was right. So if you start, and then it's just like a guy will sign 400 autographs with the other 15, 3 of which were 4 years old, and then you're a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't start that. So they'll have to bring him in on the stage, bring him back out a different way, and just not be able to do that because people want selfies. You just don't have, it's a logistics issue because right now everybody wants to touch these players.
Right.
So maybe they'll do like a group surprise and announce they're all coming back for free. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right
what
on,
they're
man.
gonna do, I'm sure, Stevie.
Yeah. And I think even Keaton Wagler, I want to turn down $40 million because I want to get my education.
That's right. My degree from the U of I can take me so far in life. And it will.
Wonder what he could earn. I mean, couldn't Keaton Wagler get a couple $1 million from the NIL and a couple of, I don't know, $10 million from Nike, and he could be the national face of basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of level.
And just think, at the age of 19, how much development on his body that Adam Fletcher could do as far as strength and conditioning, nutrition.
I think the NBA is capable of doing that. They know how to build people.
You're right.
But how do you turn down generational wealth? I don't think anybody would ever. I don't think the coaches would tell them to turn. It's a once in a lifetime. You can get hurt. You can buy insurance for that. However, there'll be years of legal whether you should get it because the stipulation was it had to be the ankle or the knee, not the hip. I mean, all that other stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, we're in a waiting period where the portal closes. There's thoughts. The number is 3,000. 3,000 people will enter when it's over. The transfer portal. Haven't heard any Illini to this point. That could be any day, but you have the 21st to declare, and then after you can sign any time after that. But the agents are burning up the phones. Some, like our Balkan group, I think they're all represented by the same person. So, anyway. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Yes.
All right, it's...
Go Illini.
Go Illini. Go Illini. Go Bulls. It's coming up at 7:30. It's Thursday. You know what that means. Mr. John Decker is coming up next. ESPN 93.5.
Ever wonder why you pay your bank to have a checking account? Fisher National Bank does too. You see, they offer free rewards cashback checking that gives you cash back on debit purchases, no service fees or balance requirements. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, receive electronic statements, and have one direct deposit in a monthly cycle. It's so simple. Reward yourself today with rewards cashback checking. Learn more at any branch or FisherNational.com. Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
News. I'm CJ Papa. Pakistan, the venue for the critical face-to-face peace talks between the U.S. and Iran, led by the Vice President.
What could be J.D. Vance's biggest assignment yet as Vice President. He will be there. Steve Witkoff, the Special Envoy, will be there. Jared Kushner, another Special Envoy, will be there on the U.S. side. On the Iran side, you've got the Parliament Speaker who has been talking to President Trump, Mohammed Bagher Ghalibaf, and then Abbas Araghchi, the Foreign Minister.
Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House. President Trump on Truth Social says the U.S. military is not leaving the Middle East until a real peace deal is agreed to. The fragile ceasefire holding this morning, the Defense Ministry for the United Arab Emirates reports no incoming Iranian missile or drone attacks so far today. Appears to be the first day since the war began that Iran has not fired at the UAE. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Tax filing deadline quickly approaching. Illinois Department of Revenue reminding taxpayers April 15 is the deadline to file your 2025 state individual income tax returns. Taxpayers are encouraged to file electronically and choose direct deposit. Illinois Attorney General warning residents about a rise in investment scams spreading on meta platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Scammers using deceptive ads and even deep fake videos to push pump and dump schemes, confidence scams, and fake crypto investments. Congresswoman Nikki Budzinski visiting Champaign Tuesday to talk about reauthorizing the Older Americans Act. The bill would reauthorize programs and activities like regional aging and disability resource centers and programs to prevent elder abuse, neglect, and exploitation around the country. Budzinski says the programs affected by the bill are critical to older adults in central Illinois. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hometown Grounds is a really cool coffee place in Tuscola. They have a real expansive area. They serve Mad Goat coffee, and you can take your child there. They have kids playing area.
Yeah.
It's Hometown Grounds in beautiful Tuscola. Check your weather. Here's Greg.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign event vicinity. First in a series of waffling frontal boundaries back and forth across the area, introducing a shower threat for the day today, but a lot of dry hours, partly sunny skies, gusty south wind, and a warm day's worth of weather at 77. We'll bottom out tonight at 55. A stray shower thunderstorm around this evening. Better odds after midnight. Tomorrow, a cooler day, mainly cloudy. Some organized rainfall for the morning. Maybe a clap of thunder through late afternoon. 63 as wind shift around north and northeast. That'll bring about clearing tomorrow night and chillier weather. Lows near 40 and a partly sunny Saturday up to 65. Slim chance for a shower late in the day. Same boundary back to the north as a warm front, and temperatures do just that, up around 80 on Sunday. Humidity climbs and maybe a stray shower thunderstorm early and late, otherwise partly sunny. Scattered showers, thunderstorms Monday. Better odds Monday night into Tuesday on the organized rainfall department. Highs up to 82 on Monday. 80-degree readings and falling Tuesday afternoon. Back to cooler weather. Highs 65 to 70. More rain Wednesday. Will dry out late next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Wow, 57 now.
Yeah.
What do you say, 75, 77?
Yeah.
In that? Wow. It's gorgeous.
Good day.
Yep.
Good day.
What's today?
Thursday.
John Decker. John Decker. John Decker. I want to talk to John Decker. He is the one we know. I want to talk to John Decker. He's at the White House in press room. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, children now singing the theme.
John Decker, I want to talk to John.
Still in search of the teacher who marked favorite song. John Decker marked it as wrong.
Yes.
Still looking for that teacher. What's happened with education? Ladies and gentlemen, John Decker, White House correspondent, Great Television's national correspondent, White House correspondent, star of the White House press briefing with John Decker, where every day you get 15 minutes of gold because you'll be up to date. Man wakes up at 4 a.m. to work out, and look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Looks the same as he did when he was 20 years old, man. Unbelievable. Welcome, John. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, Stevie. Hi, Diane. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a good week so far.
Yeah.
Just got a note here. Donald Trump wants you to go to. I got you going to Pakistan to help these negotiations.
Oh boy.
I'm not going.
How can you just you're smarter than me. Let me just ask you this. Number one, how can you negotiate with people that clearly want you dead?
Yeah.
How do you?
I mean, look,
how do you do that?
You're asking a good question, but you go back in time. We've negotiated with people that want us dead before. I mean, we brought an end to World War II by doing just that. So this is the task at hand, finding a way to have a permanent peace between the United States and Iran. And of course, the main goal that the president set out at the beginning of this conflict was making certain that Iran could not develop a nuclear weapon. And that will require securing all of that uranium that it has in its possession. That hasn't happened yet. And so we'll see if that is one of those stipulations that's agreed upon during the course of these negotiations, which will happen Saturday, as you point out, Stevie, in Pakistan.
Okay. But how can we, again, World War II and the Japanese wouldn't surrender. We analyzed whether we had to go door to door in Tokyo. The thought was we'd lose 1 million soldiers. So the atomic bomb twice before finally they surrendered. To me, today feels like when you're working with people who believe be a martyr and you'll be a hero and you'll have all this stuff that comes your, it's a different mindset to kill me, please. I mean, whatever. I'll go to paradise, and they want death. And it just feels like this is a whack-a-mole game where you're never going to, without God and divine intervention, John Decker, I don't think you ever fix this because it's a different line of thinking. I don't know. You could trust them. 47 years they've been lying to us.
Yeah, well, that's true. Everything you said is true. Will there be a formal peace treaty signing between the U.S. and Iran? I don't foresee that happening. It just simply will not happen. But the U.S. needs to come to the place, the president needs to come to a place where he believes that all of his goals that he set out at the beginning of this conflict have been met, or at least the majority of them. And I think the president has said many times over the course of the past 39 days that most of those goals have indeed been achieved by the U.S. military.
And I just can't get into send them back to the Stone Age because about 85 of the 95 million have nothing to do with this and don't want this.
That's right.
So
that's right. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So what do I tell the president if you can or cannot available going to Pakistan this weekend? I don't know if you can do that for me, but I need you to go. So.
Yeah. Well, he's got 3 people going for him: Vice President J.D. Vance, Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner. The Iranians will be represented likely by their foreign minister, and we'll see where these talks go. As it stands right now, Stevie, Iran continues to control the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
And the president has said, he said it at that press conference that he had just a few days ago, that's a priority for him, is making certain that the strait is safe for all cargo ships to go through, all oil tankers to go through. And, here Iran's talking about putting tolls upon ships. That's illegal. That's against maritime law. It's against international law. So, that is something that's a non-starter I would think, as far as the White House is concerned.
Okay, so what happens if we just said, we're done, we did what we wanted to do, see you later, and just left? What happens? What happens to the whole area? What happens to the Straits of Hormuz? I mean, we're not dependent on the Straits of Hormuz, I don't think. America
No, well, we're not. The president has pointed that out, but here's the thing. 20% of the world's oil goes through the strait, and that means you're taking 20% of the world's oil off the global oil markets, and that raises the price, and that does affect us. It's the global price for oil, and that affects the price for gas that we're paying. So you can't just, up and leave. You have to figure out how to make it so that the strait is once again free for all traffic, all maritime traffic to go through. And right now, I don't think you're at that place just yet.
No, you're not. And I would think China'd have to get involved if something like that happened too, right? They'd have to go do something because they really need it, I believe. So, no, it's
you're right.
Tough one. John Decker, a White House correspondent, great television star of yesterday's press conference. Every time you're called on, it's like prime time. And so, what did you ask yesterday, and what was the answer?
Well, I asked two questions. Caroline Leavitt was the person conducting the White House press briefing yesterday, and I asked Caroline about this upcoming meeting that the president was going to have with the NATO Secretary General. And what I asked her about was a joint statement that was signed earlier in the day by some of the most prominent members of the NATO Defense Alliance, including Germany, France, the UK, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands, even Canada signed on to this. And they said, when this war is over, we're going to step up. We're going to do what we need to do to help out the U.S. in making the Strait of Hormuz safe. So I asked Caroline the reaction to that statement and whether it smooths the way for the president's upcoming meeting with Mark Rutte, the NATO Secretary General, and she had a harsh statement, not directed at me, but she had a statement for those countries. Essentially, you were tested, you failed that test, and we're going to remember. And then, Stevie, I also asked her about what has been accomplished during the past 38 days in this conflict. I asked her if there are more freedoms now for the Iranian people, and she couldn't say there are. So those were the two questions that I asked yesterday at yesterday's White House press briefing.
Well done. Why is there NATO again? Why do we have NATO?
77 years ago. That's how long NATO has been around. It's to essentially make certain that Russia does not does not threaten any of the countries that are a part of the 32 nations that make up the NATO Defense Alliance. There's Article 5 in the NATO Charter that says an attack on one is an attack on all, and that's kept the peace. That's kept the peace in Europe, and it's prevented Russia's territorial ambitions from moving into those NATO countries.
But there's really no NATO without the U.S., right? I mean,
there isn't. We are the leader.
We're
there's
NATO.
no NATO without the U.S.
And Italy wouldn't even let me have their airspace. What are you talking about? What's going on here?
Yeah.
I mean, John, it's really, you want to get in when the game's over. That's fine. But, man, it's just they have their own issues politically. I get it. And they have a huge Muslim population in France, and they're afraid of it. They have to be.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I think that factors into the decision making. Why it is that they did not, as you put it, cooperate, help out, assist in any way as it relates to the U.S. war against Iran. But now, that they see this conflict potentially winding down, now they want to step forward and try to patch things up with the United States. And that was the reason for Mark Rutte's visit to the White House yesterday, to patch things up.
Well, Mark Rutte loves Donald Trump, but he can control those other guys, that's for sure. And I think Trump likes him, but fact remains, they weren't there when we asked him for very simple things. By the way, I used to interview Steve Forbes when he ran for president in the 90s.
Yeah, sure.
And he used to tell me jokes off the air.
Yeah.
And one of them was, do you know why the French have glass bottom boats? I said, no. So they can see the rest of their fleet. Anyway, stuff like that. It's pretty good.
All right.
Always enjoy. He's always a great interview. I said, Steve, you're good on TV, but you're compelling on radio. He said, really? Yeah, I said, you're really good. Anyway, it's John Decker, ESPN 93.5. Yeah. All right, so we're not sure what to do in Champaign-Urbana because the Final Four's over.
Yeah.
So we're kind of we're kind of wandering around. I've seen, hey, go back inside. They're wandering around the streets. There's nothing. They don't know what to do because we had such a run. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was a great run. It was amazing.
Yeah. And you get to go generally every year to cover something. And you really like basketball, too, in addition to tennis.
I do. Yeah, no, I do. I think it's such a compelling, look how everybody gets involved across the country, doing a bracket. I mean, it really is. there's nothing like it. It really gets the whole country involved in following March Madness, and I love it every year. And fortunately, this year, Stevie, I got to see play in person. Connecticut, I got to see. I got to see them 4 separate times in person, and I saw Michigan play in person as well. They played Duke in Washington D.C. during the course of the regular season. So they're both good teams. They both deserve to be there. And I thought Michigan was the better team for sure.
Well, in Washington, you just call up the arena and say it's John. You don't even have Decker. You just say John. And they just know, and you get your pass, and you're 10 feet from the shot that Connecticut made against Duke.
There
you're right
you
there.
go.
Yeah, that was cool.
Unbelievable. But you know what? I think the Masters might be my favorite sporting event of the year. Have you ever been to Augusta? You ever been to that course?
No, I've been to a few U.S. Opens. I've never been to the Masters. It's not, to me, I watch it like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'll be watching on Sunday. But it's not the must-go-to. I know for some people it is, but for me it's not the must-go-to event. So I don't know if that's something I'll actually ever go to, because it's a time commitment, but I love watching it on TV on Sunday.
Extraordinary coverage, beautiful. Brother Johnny got to play 2 rounds on that course.
Did he really?
He shot he shot a 39. I think it was the front. Unbelievable.
Okay.
And he said the greens are so undulating that he always had Johnny has like I don't know how many Bobby Jones Calamity Jane putters he's collected, but he was using it. He was using it that day, and he said it was really, really unreal how many of my putts rolled in. Bobby Jones Calamity Jane. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Nice.
So anyway, he said it's like playing in a garden. It's like playing.
That's amazing.
In the most beautiful, beautiful place.
Speaking of clubs, Bryson DeChambeau is doing a 5-iron fabricated himself with a 3D printer.
Yeah, made it in his garage. Yeah, the guy's an unusual but unbelievable player. But he does a different swing. He does the same size clubs. Usually they're smaller as they come down to the shorter yardage. It's just a interesting thing. All right, so what's on John Decker's radar? What are you looking at the next few weeks? What's obviously we're watching Iran, but what else?
Yeah, watching Iran, for sure. That's going to be a big focus for me. I'm actually doing a speaking engagement in Marquette, Michigan in a few weeks. Heading to Marquette, Michigan. The Marquette Economic Club invited me to speak there, so looking forward to that. And in addition to that, I'm going to do another speaking event. I'm the keynote speaker to the Federal Bar Association annual meeting.
Wow!
So looking forward to that.
Because you're the only lawyer in press row.
I'm the only lawyer in the White House press corps. Yeah, it's true.
When are you heading to Milwaukee?
Milwaukee?
Yes.
What's in Milwaukee? Remind me.
That's where Marquette is, right?
No, it's Marquette, Michigan.
Oh, no, Marquette, Michigan.
Oh, sorry.
What's that near?
Yes. I think it's Upper Peninsula. I don't.
You fly into that because where
traveling?
Green Bay?
I'm
where do you?
Through Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, through Chicago both ways.
Okay.
Yes.
Does Marquette have an airport?
Yeah, of course they do. Come on.
I don't either. I thought it was the university, and I thought I'm going to Milwaukee this weekend to see my daughter do a half marathon. Let's get together.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, sorry about that.
So you enjoy speaking though. You do love coming out.
I do. I love that. I think it's I love connecting with people and giving them. And this is what I do. I always, when I have these speaking engagements, talk about what it's like covering the Trump White House in particular. And people just have so many questions about that.
So.
I find, I mean, it's just never ending. The questions that they have. And as you know, I've covered the White House for 30 years now, and so that institutional knowledge is just so helpful in bringing people inside the room. And I do a little bit of a slideshow. Showing pictures that I've taken that I share with you, Stevie, almost on a weekly basis.
I know.
Inside the Oval Office and the cabinet room, and people appreciate that.
Well, what John Decker emanates is that he's appreciative every day of what he does and never gets tired of being in the Oval Office of the White House. Man,
how could you? My gosh.
Right.
No,
Because people, you see, all your colleagues aren't that way. They're snide and kind of they want better snacks. I don't know what they want. They got a new coffee machine from Tom Hanks.
We don't know that.
Oh, they're all
Stevie.
arrogant.
Are you guys talking
No.
about Artemis too? I've been fascinated with this travel, around the moon.
About the moon in a second, but there's an attitude with most of your colleagues. There is. It's just, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
John's the
With
only
some of
guy.
them
I think
there
I
is.
would be in a room
Yeah.
and say, people, can you do it like John? John, tell him how you do it. Isn't he wonderful? You guys just get a better attitude in your life. Okay, Artemis, I think it's such a cool slingshot. Makes me a
And
little.
we're already to splashdown tomorrow.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah. Off the coast of San Diego. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. Let's wish them Godspeed and hope everything goes well as they come back. Re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, but it's just so cool. I'm so glad that this is happening. I hate to see us revert, in terms of technology. The fact that, we just stopped going to the moon has always bothered me. And so this is a good start to redoing that whole process of having American astronauts heading to the moon on a regular basis.
But don't we have to come up with some sort of a Star Trek thing to go to Mars? I mean, anybody want to go out and take a 1.5-year drive there and a 1.5-year drive back? I mean, it's a long dang way.
It's a commitment.
That's long. Yeah, that's a commitment. I don't know. I'm sure. Look, I mean, people want challenges, and that's a challenge. So it may indeed happen. That would be also really cool. I interviewed the last person to walk on the moon, Gene Cernan, and he's a graduate of Purdue. He's passed away, but that was a huge thrill interviewing him. And I interviewed Lovell from Apollo 13.
Yeah,
that was also
that's
a huge
so
thrill.
cool.
That was so cool. Yeah.
One of my favorite
I love
movies.
astronauts.
One of my favorite movies is Apollo 13. I just love
that's a great movie.
Amazing
Yeah.
movie. So,
That's right.
John Decker, you are the best. People can track you. You're on 100 and some TV stations, including Decatur, Illinois, WAND. You might see John Decker on there doing a report. People tend to stop what they're doing and turn up the sound when you're on. So
there you go.
That's what I heard.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, as always, Stevie. Sorry about Illinois, but look, I think that was just a great season for them. And look, only 4 teams made it as far as they did, and that's just so impressive. They've got nothing to be ashamed about. Really impressive for the Big Ten also this year.
Question.
Wow.
No question. John Decker, White House correspondent, national correspondent for Gray Television. Lucky to have garnered his services. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Stevie. Thanks, Diane.
Have a good one.
John Decker, live from near the White House. He lives 3 miles from the White House, down the street, actually. And he sent me a picture of his office at home, and several things I've asked for have not received, including the Air Force One pillow. What the heck? Why does he need a little Air Force One pillow?
He sent you some M&Ms with the...
He did send me M&Ms, and I still don't know
administration
why
seal.
they're empty, because I did not eat them.
Yeah, okay.
They're in my closet. They're in my office desk at home, and I have the cool White House Air Force One logo and no M&Ms. So it's kind of a bummer.
Okay. Better banking is about more than just money. It's about people. Fisher National Bank is a locally owned community bank serving Champaign and Vermilion counties. They're your friends and neighbors who take a vested interest in communities that they serve. Last year alone, Fisher National offered over 750 hours of community service. By investing in the people they serve, Fisher National Bank shares in the success of a stronger community. Learn more at fishernational.com or any of the branches. Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people, member FDIC.
Check of our weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, summer jobs, summer programs, summer camps. You can find out about some terrific programs at urbanaparks.org.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Weak frontal boundary on the move. It'll push southward as a cool front later on tomorrow. Dropping temperatures a bit. Another big warm up though accompanies a surge of moisture and fair amount of rainfall by early next week. In the meantime, a windy, warmer day today. An isolated shower or thunderstorm around this morning. Later on this afternoon as well, up to 77 on a gusty south-southwesterly wind and a partly sunny sky. 55 with a low for tonight. A stray shower thunderstorm this evening. Better odds after midnight. Tomorrow, cooler, mainly cloudy. Bit of rain in the morning, an isolated thunderstorm that'll wind down through the early afternoon with a high about 63 as wind shifts around north-northeast. Clearing off tomorrow night, much cooler lows down to about 40. And a partly sunny Saturday, slim chance for a shower late in the day at 65. We turn windy, warmer, more humid for the day on Sunday, up near 80 with maybe a stray shower thunderstorm morning and late afternoon. Showers, thunderstorms to the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, more rain Wednesday. High temperatures Monday and Tuesday into the lower 80s and a cool-off slated for mid next week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
The 22nd Annual Festival of Quilts is happening Friday, April 10th from 9 to 5 and Saturday, April 11th from 9 to 2. This signature fundraising event at Cunningham Children's Home, 1301 North Cunningham in Urbana, supports nearly 1,000 youth and families served each year. Quilters from around the area are honoring the tradition started in 1895. A $10 donation at the door is suggested, with kids 10 and under free with a paying adult. Don't forget to buy a treat at the bake sale, April 10th and 11th at Cunningham Children's Home. It's the Festival of Quilts.
Why use Land's Underground Solutions? We have the team, the technology, the tools, and the most experienced team in the industry.
Hi, it's Wes from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Land's is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Land's we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Land's Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
I'm not sure that information is available. How many Secret Service are traveling with the Vice President, the full contingent, whatever that is.
Right.
And then you have Eric Kirshner and Witkoff are the two really experienced the envoys they call them. So those three and the staffs. I don't know I don't think they're going to give that up. How many are you taking so I can count you and figure out where you're hiding?
But thanks for the question, 359-2255.
What is a normal contingent for the President and Secret Service? I don't think that's available.
Right.
Why would I tell you that? I would never tell you that, but plenty.
Right.
Including our jets and everything else. But how do you prepare to go into Pakistan where how do you secure Pakistan? Barack Obama used to say Pakistan.
There you go.
Anyway, so I don't know. That's just one of those deals where you like to think you can have opinions, but I think it's very difficult when you're talking to somebody and they're not on the same plane of your life perspective. And many of us aren't on the same perspective, but one doesn't want you dead. When their goal in Tehran is to kill all Israel and take the land and to kill the West because we're bad influences and are evil people. And if you true in your heart believe that about somebody, then you're going to be very protective of your children. And the fact that they hang people in public, they're bad people. So here's what happens to you. Don't think about it.
Right.
Kill 35,000 of their own in protesting. Just shoot them. So it's sad that we live in a world in 2026 that actually acts like that. 47 years they've terrorized the Middle East and wanted the death of Israel and the West. And I don't know. Do you allow something to happen or do you be proactive? Donald Trump has chosen to be proactive because we believe that if their goal is death and they get martyrdom and they get glory for doing that, it's pretty hard to navigate a deal when that's what they believe. So that's what makes it so complex. That's why I keep referring to God, who I believe in with all my heart, and his son Jesus, absolutely know for sure. So I carry peace with me, but I have sadness that we're in a spot like this in this world where there really are no earthly answers. It's got to be the changing the hearts of men that only God can do, and Maybe, but based on revelations, it's not going to end well. Just we never want it to be on our watch. But you can see how it's spiraling with technology and the capability to kill a lot of people at the same time. It gets kind of... We've never been here, man. 100 years ago, we were excited there's the Wright brothers, man. We can get in the air and stay.
Right.
Now, how did that compound so unbelievably quick?
Man.
Crazy. All right, next hour, we were going to meet some people from Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights.
Okay.
Does anybody know what a millwright is? Pretty fascinating. We're going to talk to them next. Tim Onstadt. The show is Smoke. How did they do? They were absolute... Vegas had them minus 69, meaning they were supposed to finish last in every category at the huge smoke-off cook-off in Alabama.
Uh-huh.
We will talk about that next because I would guess Tim and Donna probably got 70th in everything, I think. Is that true? Did that really happen? Don't go away. You're about to hear the answers of their stunning weekend in Alabama.
Sounds good.
All right, ESPN 93.5. Break for the news here at the top of the hour. Come back with a whole nother hour. Stand by. We have Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing and Underground. We are giving away the Orange Comfort Club. That's $500. I'm giving you $500, 12-month maintenance program. Good luck. You can text in 217-359-2255. ESPN 93.5, Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
There are disputes, but the ceasefire still holds. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
We've got so much on the table that we're willing to give to help the Iranian people if they just act normally.
White House Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett just told Fox Business he hopes there could be a final agreement this weekend when the U.S. and Iran negotiate. President Trump has warned the shooting could restart bigger and better with the U.S. military on standby until a final agreement is reached and fully complied with. However, Fox's Trey Yingst reports from Tel Aviv.
A significant statement just now from Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian saying that if Israeli actions in Lebanon continue, that it will render the negotiations that are set to take place on Saturday in Islamabad meaningless. Yesterday, we know the Israelis conducted dozens of airstrikes against Hezbollah positions inside of Lebanon, not just striking the southern Dakhla neighborhood in Beirut, but really the entirety of the country, including the Bekaa Valley and closer to the Israel-Lebanon border.
Those strikes killed more than 200 people. Lebanon's president calls it a massacre. And Iran says until Israel stops, it'll keep blocking oil and other shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Oil prices rising back up 5%. And also, he says, we go to the Bahamas, where a man says he's heartbroken his wife went missing. Brian Hooker, though, also under arrest. The American has not been charged, though, at this point.
He said he and his wife left shore Saturday night around 7:30 in their 8-foot dinghy, heading to their yacht. But due to rough weather conditions, Lynette fell overboard with the keys to the boat and then was swept away. Brian also said it took him hours to paddle back to shore so he could report his wife missing, which was around 4 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Fox's Chanley Painter. In Hawaii, a doctor's been convicted of trying to kill his wife while hiking on a cliffside last year.
We, the jury in this case, finds the defendant guilty of attempted manslaughter based upon extreme mental or emotional disturbance.
Gerhard Koenig could get 20 years in prison when sentenced in August. America's listening to Fox News.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
He wanted to kill as many Jews as possible, and he admits it.
21-year-old Pakistani Mohammed Shahzeb Khan pleaded guilty in Manhattan federal court Wednesday to a terrorism charge after planning to execute the attack at the Brooklyn headquarters of the ultra-Orthodox Jewish sect. Khan was plotting the attack in 2024 to coincide with the one-year mark of the October 7th attacks in Israel by Hamas in 2023. And authorities say he bragged he would carry out the largest attack in America since September 11th. Khan was arrested in Canada, where he was living on a student visa in September of 2024. He was taken into custody after posting support for the Islamic State and now calls his plans morally reprehensible. In New York, Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
In court in Illinois, a big malpractice verdict.
A jury awards John Reinke $51 million. 4 years ago, he had a severe headache and went to the emergency room at OSF Heart of Mary Medical Center in Urbana, Illinois. He was diagnosed with a tension headache, given medication, and sent home. He went into cardiac arrest days later, caused by a severe diabetic crisis, and now needs round-the-clock care with a permanent brain injury, unable to walk, talk, or eat on his own. His attorneys argue Reinke had clear risk factors for diabetes, including obesity and a history of gout, and a simple blood sugar test would have caught it and led to proper treatment. The hospital and doctor named in the suit deny any negligence. Chris Foster, Fox News.
We have some updates to the economy this morning. One report shows inflation, what are called personal consumption expenditures, rose slightly in February, up 0.4%, but the annual inflation rate stayed the same as January's 2.8%. We also learned economic growth less than first thought at the end of last year. Fourth quarter GDP revised down just 0.5%. First time unemployment claims rose last week up to 219,000, though the number of people still collecting benefits did decline. On Wall Street, stock futures are falling. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Mattoon is conducting a cleanup event this weekend for all city residents to take part in at 8 to 11 a.m. Saturday. Roll-up dumpsters available at the Mattoon Yard Waste Facility at Shelby Avenue and Logan Street. These dumpsters will be available to Mattoon residents. Only a driver's license or proof of residency is required in order to dispose of material at the site. Champaign police investigating after a teen shot this week. That shooting happened Monday night in the 400 block of West Beardsley Avenue. The 18-year-old found at the scene with an apparent gunshot wound to the leg. He was treated and released. So far, no arrests have been made. Tax filing deadline quickly approaching. The Illinois Department of Revenue is reminding taxpayers April 15, the deadline to file the 2025 state and individual income tax returns. Taxpayers are encouraged to file electronically and choose first deposit in order to ensure the fastest processing. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim. I am Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Morning.
Good to have you here in our studios. Glad you're listening from downtown Philo. It's the known center of the universe. That's what it says in the water tower, Greg. So
then that's it. Gospel truth right there.
That's unbelievable. Anyway, good to have Greg Solier. He's our ace meteorologist that just knows how to do weather. And so we are always
kind of got a knack of it for doing it for a couple of decades at least, maybe 3 decades.
We've been at it a while. And we've been talking ever since I think you started, man. It's been a while. So
you got that weather station, Next Stop Radio in the high school circuit, and no turning back.
Now you're America's agribusiness weather forecaster, man.
Yeah, I think, let's see, we do TV, we do radio, we do print, we do podcasting, we're doing the digital stuff a little more, so I think we got it pretty much.
You got it,
covered.
partner. You got it. Let's check your weather. ESPN 93.5, Greg Solier, our meteorologist. More rain reformulating, and we're going to get some, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Initially hit and miss, iffy and spotty and scattered, but in particular over the back end, at least I should say the next 36 hours and then into next week. In particular, a broad southwest wind flow up aloft. Gulf moisture opens on up, but we push a boundary warm front to the north and a cool front to the west. Classic spring setup for recurring rainfall, maybe some heavy rainfall at times, but most likely as well some multi-day episodes of severe weather initially getting going on the plains and probably at some point around here into Monday and Tuesday of next week. But there is good news in the weather office here. We've got the drought monitor just came in, and at least Champaign County proper having been removed from that. It's been a nice improvement here. So soil moisture levels, at least based on the monitor, Champaign County strictly, kind of where it needs to be for the time of year. Still a little dry and even some moderate drought into parts of Vermilion County. Let me correct that. That is Vermilion County here on the Midwestern one that has improved itself. Still abnormally dry parts of Champaign. Moderate drought up through Ford County and points west and south. Improvement as you get towards Indianapolis and points southward, and from the toll road northward across northern Indiana and northern sections of Illinois. So improvement here and ongoing, leading to some additional fieldwork delays here probably in the days and weeks to come. Out the door this morning, 59 at Willard and Savoy and Rantoul. Did get a couple of blips on the radar earlier on this morning up towards the Kankakee. Can't rule out maybe a stray late morning or more likely afternoon shower, maybe a weak thunderstorm, real iffy at best. Lots of dry hours, partly sunny skies, breezy, warm weather. Afternoon temperatures expected up around 77. We'll bottom out at 55 for tonight, and the rain chances back to an even Steven rate here later on this evening and more so overnight tomorrow. Some rain in the morning, maybe a clap of thunder that'll wind down for the early afternoon. Much cooler at 63. South winds will shift to the northeast. We'll clear it off tomorrow night, bottom out at 41. A little above average on the temps for the day Saturday, maybe a shower late at 65 and a partly sunny sky. That is a northbound warm front that sends us up to 80 on Sunday. Humidity climbs, maybe a stray shower thunderstorm early and late. Best odds and coverages and amounts between Monday and Wednesday next week. 82 on Monday, near 80 on Tuesday. We'll cool back to 65 to 70 and some short-term drying, short-term next Thursday and Friday as well. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm Ulysses Greg Solier.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much. So wet here for a bit. ESPN 93.5. Well, happy to have in our studio Richard and Selena Ulrich. They own Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Selena, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You're going to be great on the radio, and you've never
thanks.
done this?
Never.
Maybe it's the Selena show. You could do your own thing. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Negative.
Richard, how are you?
I'm doing well.
You're a tall drink of water, man. 6'5" at the microphone. Still put the pads on. Probably work effectively. You probably help my football team. Good to have both of you here. All right, I got it. Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. First of all, a millwright, you know how long, and I did a little research here. 1492, Columbus sailed to Ocean Blue. There were millwrights. Millwrights are jack-of-all-trades kinds of people. Millwright. And that's what you guys, you have millwrights? Is that the people that are, I'm a speech guy. I don't know about millwrights.
You're doing a great job.
Are you a millwright?
I was at one time.
Really?
Yeah.
And
that's how you learn, right?
Yeah, but what do you make?
Anything.
Wow. So if I need a part for a truck, you could probably figure it out.
Could figure it out.
How about the backhoe? How about the elevator?
I mean, now we're talking fabrication and machine work. Millwrights are like outside construction.
So they're just guys that figure it out. Problem solvers.
Yes.
Did you like doing it?
Yes.
Wow. So every day's different.
Yes.
Well, how does one become? Do I go to the University of Millwright? How do I
How do you become a millwright?
How do you become that? And can you earn a living, Rich? I mean, is that a?
I say it's a pretty good living. Becoming a millwright, you just have to have an open mindset and understand what it takes to get things done. But I mean, a millwright, we're setting equipment. That's probably the biggest thing, and making things run that had broke.
But this isn't, Selena, this isn't like Taco Bell. There's not very many of you people, right? I mean, this is a specialization. Do you get jobs from everywhere? People come to you from, How do they, word of mouth, or how does that work?
Word of mouth, our reputation.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a pretty decent reputation
you got a lot of years
in our industry.
A lot of years of experience, don't you?
We do.
Is there some sort of national convention you can go to and all that? Yeah.
Well, we go to grain and feed conventions a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're kind of the go-to. If you need something, we can probably help.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's and Richard, you like doing this?
I do. We get to travel quite a bit, and we get to work locally and meet a lot of people. I mean, right now we got people down in southern Illinois in Shawneetown, and we're working north of Chicago right now.
I tell you what, so you got to keep track of everybody,
yeah.
Where they're going with timing and everything, and weather matters.
Weather is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, but we serve a huge variety of industries. You know, we're down in southern Illinois working on fertilizer equipment, and we're up in Chicago welding sanitary pipe.
Yeah.
So it's a big target market.
And it's hard to explain exactly, except people that know you and use you know what you do, right?
That's very
it's
true.
kind of a core people that know. We'll call them. I mean, a farmer could say, "Hey, man, I work with Selena and Richard, and they're awesome."
Right.
And trust is huge.
Yes.
Because if I want you to make that thingamafloogie, I don't know how to do that. I got to hope it fits, right?
Correct.
And how do you measure and all that? This is just so in the weeds. It's incredible.
Well, we have people for that.
I know, but how do you know? I'm fascinated by people that know so much, which is about everybody, know so much more than me. It's just Richard, it's fascinating.
And as far as on-site repair, Richard, are you going places then and figuring it out what they need?
I mean, that's most of my day.
Yeah.
So how do you know?
That's it in a nutshell right there.
But how do you know how long that job's going to take?
Experience.
Okay. You get there and you kind of assess.
I've been doing this a while.
Shoot.
Yeah, with our team, we have combined over 150-year experience.
Wow. So you got people.
Yeah. Freedom Fabrication is a relatively new company with tons of experience.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. And you're based where?
Champaign.
Okay. Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. And essentially call and say, here's what I got. Can you help me?
That's right.
You get that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So this is something you learned from your dad then?
Yeah, I grew up in the industry.
So, well, you were at prom, 10 years ago? So you're not...
Oh, heavens to Betsy, I wish.
Okay, well, you both look... This must be keeping you youthful.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but...
Well,
that's something else to mention. We're not just millwrights. We have a fab shop, too, where we're able to fabricate things. So.
Custom everything.
Okay, so if I have an invention and I want to make a specific thing, if I have, here's what it looks like, you guys can assess all of it, what it'll take, how would you, and you mass produce stuff, or can you, if you set them
no
one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
strictly
really
custom.
Special. Yeah, this is
specialty stuff.
Deep in the weeds where I don't know who else I'd call.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's sort of what I want, and we can help you figure out how to get there.
See, that's cool, because I don't know where I go.
Whether it's a thing or a grain project or whatever.
So we're able to go out to like the field. I just done one the other day where we had to go out to the field and repair a piece of our farm equipment. So we can go out to the field, fix things. We can put up a full elevator.
But if I'm in the field and my combine, I mean, that's urgent. Mm-hmm. And you can, right in the dirt, right there, you can.
We have service trucks. We travel.
Gosh.
Yeah, we go out to the field, and we'll get you going.
I mean, but where do you look? I'm just like a baby. I have no idea what you're doing. I just so how do you? I don't know how to assess anything, but your experience tells you what to look for.
That's right.
And what clinking sound it makes, and wow, see, I admire that a lot. Because I can't even go. Welcome to Walmart. How can I help you? That's what I got. I got nothing. So if you go back in time, you'd really be effective. If I go back in time, it's like, welcome to Walmart. How can I help you? I love knowledge like this. All right, so how can people, Richard and Selena, how can they find you, reach out to you, call you, website?
Is there internet then, or an online search? How do we get
We do, yeah. We're online, www.frdmfab.com, freedomfab.com. Telephone number's 217-574-5050.
Yeah, there are people that go to AI and try and figure out, okay, who do I call, who to ask? There's just not a lot of people like you. You got 150 years of experience, and you probably have a list of people I could call and say how'd they do. And they're unbelievable, saved my life. In fact, we might want to talk to some of those people.
There you go.
Because we want to know if you left them in the dirt. No, we fixed that for them. Oh my gosh, what else are they going to do? I'm not calling. Who do I
we really do a variety of things. So we do stuff through the commercial elevators up just to a farmer small little grain system where I work with, and also the industrial side of things. So food plants and all that, we'll go into those, big or small.
I think the bottom line we've just learned here with Richard and Selena Ulrich from Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights is if you got a funky problem, call them. Just ask them. You'll tell them you can't or you can.
That's correct.
And you can probably do it fairly quickly, assess stuff. But a lot of times you got to go out and see it. Well,
absolutely. Yeah. Yep, that's huge.
Can't do it on the phone. I'll make you thingamafloogie for $20. No.
No, it doesn't work that way.
This is very, but you're filling a need.
That's right.
You truly are, because that's an area that is kind of deep in the weeds for a lot of people, and they don't know how to do it, but they know they need the machine running.
That's right.
Otherwise, every day is money, and you can do it pretty quickly relative to.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
so keep in mind, fdrfab.com or 217-574-5050.
Thank you. You just
welcome.
did your first radio show.
Yeah.
How'd
I do?
Kind of comfortable. The Selena Ulrich Show. No, very comfortable and nice to meet you. I can tell you're hardworking, good people.
Thank you.
I have a feel for people. and you're very good at what you do, and you certainly know, boy, I might need you in Trivial Pursuit. You probably go deep in the other categories, too. Get the pies going on. There you go. Anyway, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Selena and Richard Ulrich, owners of Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights, problem solvers. All right, we're back with the news next. Stevie J here with Nate Evans of eXp Realty. You'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoul on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know, because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
At NCAA championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The National Collegiate Men's Gymnastics Championships, coming to Champaign, Illinois this April. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
Sarah Champagne managing partner Ben Quattrone.
We're always looking for people. You can go online and apply on our website. We never know what we're going to need. We're always expanding. We're always building more and growing our business. If we don't need a person and they come along and we find out that they're an eagle, they're a star, we'll hire them. We'll put them somewhere and wait for the spot we're going to have them working.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com.
Jesse with Lands Drain Cleaning. Do you have your sewer line cleaned every year? Are you constantly getting roots or blockages? Why deal with that headache year after year? Call Lands Drain Cleaning today at 217-355-5512 to have our expert staff come out, clean your line. We give you a free camera inspection, show you what's wrong, where it's at, and then we can offer you a repair for that problem so you don't have to deal with it again. Lands Drain Cleaning. Why call anyone else?
When Dakota began the home buying process, it quickly became clear the first agent he worked with was not focusing on his family's needs. That's when he made the switch to Tish with the Nate Evans Group, and everything changed. In his 5-star review, Dakota says that Tish took the time to guide him through every step of the process.
Yeah, I was talking with Nate Evans yesterday, and his wife Tish is fantastic. They've got the twins that are juniors at Muhammad Seymour, and been working through some things with the young boys that are, having the high school chapter of life, and very invested in our community. I love that. In fact, the whole team has been part of more than 100 home sales in their career. Each of the agents, Nate doesn't hire inexperienced agents. So you really have that connection. You really have that insight as to what's happening in the community. And I love that they even know the top builders in the region, some of them exclusively. So he has knowledge about developments going up before other buyers are aware of them, the new construction homes that you might be looking for. All you need to do is do an online search to Nate Evans Group at eXp Realty, and then you can start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
All right, ESPN 93.5. We do have a Stever. It is $500 that I'm paying for lands, heating, cooling, plumbing, and underground. And you can get service. It's like a maintenance deal for a year. And you've seen the Lands trucks. I do have a particular tick. When I see Troy waving, I wave back. It's a me thing.
It's hard not to, though. He's so friendly on
He
that
is
picture
friendly.
on the back of the van. The van's very colorful.
Yeah, he's a good man. Does a lot of good for the community. But so it's, if you see me waving at a truck, it's a little weird, particularly when I don't see the driver. I just see the back. So if you would like this, hot water heaters, are you sure they're good? Are they rusting at all? How about your sump? Have you checked your sump pump?
Get that routine maintenance going when it comes to plumbing, HVAC. Typically $39.95 a month. And you'll have that scheduled plumbing, HVAC, precision maintenance planning, once for the spring, once fall. You got the annual sewer line camera inspection too included on this.
Yeah, that's huge because if you have tree roots, it's one of those deals you really don't want to know, but you do want to know. Because if it's a pending problem, then you have to plan on it.
And then if you do need the drain cleaning or system upgrade, it's 25% off when you're a member of the Orange Comfort Club. You can learn more at landsinc.com. But you can text in LANZ, L-A-N-Z, to 217-359-2255. Of course, always go to gostever.com on some of our offers.
It's up today. You can do it. Click there. Or simply get it done. You'll forget 217-359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line, and text in LANZ if you're interested, and you'll get contact from somebody here today, and we'll let you know.
Right.
Okay, so we're getting ready for that Coaches versus Cancer at Gordyville Wednesday. It became a bigger deal when the players were announced that they're coming.
Yes.
So it's kind of a pep rally, because how long will our guys be together? They're off to different places.
You're right.
Was it Dr. Seuss? Oh, the places you'll go.
Yes, that's right.
We want them to come back.
April 15th is when it's happening out at Gordyville, and you can attend that and just do an online search to try to get tickets. Boy, there's a couple thousand people, I feel like.
It's a lot of people, but just I hope they have, with the added excitement,
yes,
the speakers to handle it.
Yes.
Because you want to make sure you hear it, but not blow the people in the front away. Because that's Gordyville's a big place.
Yeah.
And lots of
Fred's got it covered. He's awesome. I always go up to the production table and ask if the guys need any drinks or any cookies or anything from the buffet table, because they're always working so hard.
Yeah, it's
I'll run them some extra
lot of, and then of
stuff.
course the auction. But how many extra dollars will they raise for cancer by signing basketballs to Mildred right on the spot? Maybe they should do that.
It could be that
Maybe.
that's the way they do it as an auction
Well,
item.
they're going to have a lot of things that'll be really cool. And they got the highest, most interested public right now, because that'll fade. Fame fades. But right now it's hot.
Yes.
Kudos to anybody who thought that let's just go with the team this time and celebrate that.
Right. Well, we also have an event coming up this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday. The weather looks like it's going to be good for the World of Outlaws. Illini 100 coming to Farmer City Raceway. And we've been taking texts, so I'll get in the zone on these pit passes as you text in Farmer City to 217-359-2255. But pretty exciting to be out of the gate on the racing season, both the 10th and 11th. So starting tomorrow in Farmer City.
Okay, that's fun. All right, and again, we are here at 217-359-2255. We had John Decker, Gray Television's White House correspondent. I mean, he's a high visibility guy, man. He gets called on just about every time. Not every time, but just about. And he gets a lot of screen time. He's been doing it over 30 years now. And it's so fun to have him on. And yes, I would like him to come to town. Just a matter of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's busy. And then we got to figure out when. And then he kind of wants to go to a football game. Well, there's not few weeks of options there.
Yeah.
And we have a midterm. So that's that. It'll be hard to get him. I thought this fall would be great, and I think there would be a number of you that would love to meet him. And we could grab a room maybe at the iHotel or something.
Yeah.
And just have him give a presentation and take questions.
I agree. That would be awesome.
It'd be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it's on the radar. It's a question of, this and that. Get him airplane tickets and everything else getting into Champaign. Okay, we're going to break. We'll be right back. We get to talk to Tim Onstadt, pitmaster extraordinaire. They were expected to get last in every category with this unbelievable field of talent with rigs that were stupid good. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Where'd they get that money?
Yes.
Anyway, we'll talk to Tim. How'd they do? Did they do okay? Stand by. Yeah. Stand by. Here's what somebody recently said at Pards in Urbana. I was there just a few minutes, and somebody came up and asked if I needed help. And they were incredible, helped me find the size of boot I needed, and then I bought a second pair too. Everything was friendly, everything was excellent. Visit Pards in Urbana, 206 North Maple, between Main and University in Urbana. It's Pards Western Shop since 1968. Or go online and visit pards.com, pards.com. Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming, family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump puts Iran on notice. U.S. military forces with additional ammo will remain in place for the legal destruction of the enemy until Iran fully complies with the real ceasefire agreement. Iran threatens to leave the talks with Vice President Vance in Pakistan this weekend after Israel struck Iran-backed Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon, killing some 200, but Lebanon is not in the deal. White House Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett tells Fox.
Hopefully there'll be cooler heads and sounder minds at the Iranian side, and that will come to a final agreement this weekend.
Oil prices rising, but still under $100 a barrel. Royal Bahamian police arrest the husband of a Michigan woman who he reported was swept away from their dinghy last weekend. Her daughter suspects foul play. No charges yet. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign police investigating after a teen shot this week. That shooting happened Monday night in the 400 block of West Beardsley Avenue. The 18-year-old found at the scene with an apparent gunshot wound to the leg. He was treated and released. So far, no arrests have been made. Tax filing deadline quickly approaching. The Illinois Department of Revenue is reminding taxpayers April 15, the deadline to file the 2025 state and individual income tax returns. Taxpayers are encouraged to file electronically and choose first deposit in order to ensure the fastest processing. Mattoon is conducting a cleanup event this weekend for all city residents to take part in at 8 to 11 a.m. Saturday. Roll-up dumpsters available at the Mattoon Yard Waste Facility at Shelby Avenue and Logan Street. These dumpsters will be available to Mattoon residents. Only a driver's license or proof of residency is required in order to dispose of material at the site. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois. Champaign event of vicinity. First in a series of waffling frontal boundaries back and forth across the area, introducing a shower threat for the day today, but a lot of dry hours, partly sunny skies, gusty south wind, and a warm day's worth of weather at 77. We'll bottom out tonight at 55. A stray shower thunderstorm around this evening. Better odds after midnight. Tomorrow, a cooler day. Mainly cloudy. Some organized rainfall for the morning. Maybe a clap of thunder through the afternoon. 63 as wind shift around north and northeast. That'll bring about clearing tomorrow night and chillier weather. Lows near 40 and a partly sunny Saturday up to 65. Slim chance for shower late in the day. Same boundary back to the north as a warm front, and temperatures do just that, up around 80 on Sunday. Humidity climbs and maybe a stray shower thunderstorm early and late, otherwise partly sunny. Scattered showers, thunderstorms Monday. Better odds Monday night into Tuesday on the organized rainfall department. Highs up to 82 on Monday. 80-degree readings and falling Tuesday afternoon. Back to cooler weather. Highs 65 to 70. More rain Wednesday. Will dry out late next week. For Stevie T Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
And now, a brand new show called Smoke, where we help you with your grill and making the best meat ever. With award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. Smoke in Tim's Grill. He's the best brisket maker ever. Smoke in Tim's Grill. And now award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstadt. Yeah, Tim and Donna are just ridiculous. They haven't competed at this level, and they were in Alabama last weekend, and they go down with 67 teams, guys with rigs that are $250,000. Chicken, this is 67 teams. Chicken, 16th. Ribs, 11th. Pork, 7th. Brisket, 1 appearance point from perfect, and they had second place brisket, 4th overall.
Wow.
What?
Congratulations,
and
Tim
no
and Donna.
thermometers to really do anything except touch the meat, and he'd probably check for heat, I'd check for texture. But anyway.
Well, the brisket was a perfect 180, but there were 4 teams that had 180s, so the tiebreaker goes to the judge that was thrown out. Our judge that was thrown out took an appearance point off.
How come? I want to know.
I don't know.
I just go Billy Martin. I'd go in their face. What are you talking about? You know nothing about appearance points. How long have you been doing this?
He saw something that we didn't. I don't know.
Anyway, that's some remarkable. Tim, you didn't have a thermometer. Everybody else had thermometers. How do you?
It was like being a pro ball player and showing up to the stadium without your glove.
So
we did find an old thermopop. Don't know how accurate it was. So it was like we played baseball with a golf glove.
So the question is, based on 4th overall out of 67, this is crazy. Will you take the thermometers next time?
We'll take them.
Will you use the thermometers?
Right.
I don't know, man. This is a stunning.
Yeah. We'll use them. The team that won, they deserved it. They had 3 perfect 180s out of 4 categories. The 4th category we tied with them on for a place, and we won the tiebreaker. So they were good. They deserved it. But we were like 116 10,000ths of a point out of 3rd. So that's how close the judging is.
What do you get for 4th? I mean, that's amazing. Don't you get something?
I don't know. They said they'd mail the check.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was.
1.2 million, I heard.
No. It's less than 1,000. I can tell you that.
Wow. Well, you do it because you love it. But Gale Forex Trucking and Dedicated Diesel to be proud of you.
Those people are great, sponsoring us, helping us out while we're gone, taking up some slack that we're creating from the vacuum of us leaving for Alabama. Thanks to Gail and the whole team that helps out when we get to go do something like that and get the GFT logo out on the road. It's a lot of fun. The team that did win, they were last year's World Points team of the year in the KCBS.
Wow.
They certainly deserve it.
Was that the $250,000 rig?
No, it's not.
So you were impressed with the equipment. A lot of people had stuff.
Yeah, the team next to us was from Georgia. They had at least a Rectech smoker, 2 drum smokers, another smoker, and a grill out, and wires going everywhere. They were technology to the gills. And the guy afterwards, the guy said, "I thought you were a backyard team." when he looked at us, and all we got's a little smoker sitting outside of an RV, and it was.
Does that tell me that maybe I don't need the best of the best to have good meat at home?
That's what I was leading to. We want to help people with their home barbecue through this show, and let some of the lessons that we learn in competition and apply that at home. And one of those lessons we just learned ourselves is you don't need all the fancy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cook what you like, cook it how you like it, and if it satisfies your friends and family, that's what you need.
Well, again, perfect 180 in brisket, and not very many people in this kind of deal do that twice. That's hard.
Oh, there's a lot of them. I mean, that team that won had 3 180s out of 4 categories.
Do you think that's like bowling on a 300? I mean, is that that's not that common, is it? You're always going to have one guy that takes a point off for appearance.
Well, it's not very common, but it happens quite a lot. They give you a little 180 sticker and a pin for it, so the KCBS recognizes you, and then any score over 700 is deemed to be excellent. Maximum you can get's 720. So a 7.4 point something out of 720 is not too bad.
Crazy.
But they had a 714. So.
Well, all right, Tim Onstadt. Does it make you want to get to another one quickly or rest?
The first week I want to rest, which I'm doing now. I'm about recovered now. We'll be in Sevierville, Tennessee in May 16th,
wow.
I believe. And we've learned something about our flavors and some of our ingredients. So we did some experimenting first time out, and we're going to take that with us, see what happens.
I think, since I would like you to come in, we could get a limousine. And you and Donna could be dressed in white. You could be in a white tux. We'll hire 5 photographers, flash bulbs. And as you get out, that'll intimidate the crap out of him, man. Let's see you getting out of that thing. Who is that? He's got his national TV show.
White and barbecue does not go well.
Well, you have to change. But I'm saying as you get out of the limo, we could just make this. Please, no more questions. We'll hire a whole contingent of guys.
No, there's too many people that'll laugh at me. I know that.
No,
Nick's asking about leftovers. What do you do with those?
Really? Where's the stuff?
He's on board.
Put aluminum foil over and bring it home.
Actually, the people at Dedicated Diesel got a treat this week. They've eaten, they're probably sick of it now, but they've eaten the barbecue leftover the last 2 days for lunch.
Anything in the fridge still or no?
There may be some pulled pork in the fridge.
What time you open today?
It's open now.
We just drive by and say, how you guys doing? What do you want? Oh, how you doing? Could I see some refrigerator?
We don't have a food service license there, so I'd have to discourage that.
Listen, it's really I can't emphasize how hard it is to do what you guys did, and you're humble. And when you told me 4th overall, I'm going, you got to be kidding. My brother would call me a sandbagger if I said stuff like that.
We were just as shocked. It was a complete
You didn't
surprise.
really expect anything like that.
No, we thought our ribs were pretty good. We didn't think our brisket was good.
Really?
Yeah, our pork was ugly.
What?
And
you just never know, I guess, huh?
We had good flavor on the chicken. Chicken was our worst category. We actually had one judge score it perfect, and he gave us a comment card it said awesome experience, excellent flavor.
Wow,
nice.
Tim, you were top 20 on everything, and a perfect score in brisket. And again, no thermometer, which you always told me. Yeah, it was at 212 degrees. It should have been 214. So you're meticulous at what you do, and you're doing it with your finger.
Oh, that was a complete guest job this weekend. Yeah, so it was
it's awesome. All right, Dedicated Diesel, you can inspect semi trucks, right?
Right now, we're doing annual inspections on semi trucks and trailers that have a U.S. DOT number and interstate. We do have the parts coming for the brake tester to get the state safety lane reopened. We're hoping to have that in the next couple of weeks. So that is on track. And we've done quite a few Dixie Chopper tune-ups, checkouts, getting them serviced and ready to go for people. But yeah, Dedicated Diesel's ready to go.
Okay, and located on Triumph Drive. That's as you drive toward Rantoul on Route 45 on the left-hand side.
Yep.
And easy to find. All right, what about Gale Farks Trucking? I'm sure Gale enjoyed the Final Four. I'm sure he was all about it, and probably be at Gordyville Wednesday. He usually goes to that.
I suppose he will. The Gail Frericks Trucking. I've got a couple of spots open for drivers. Dedication, hard work is really what we're looking for. Somebody that's a pro and wants to be treated like a pro. We need a couple of guys that understand the meaning of responsibility and being legal and all of that.
Yeah, I tell you what, I was talking to a trucker somewhere on our trip to Alabama, because I was in Alabama the same time.
Yeah, we were in Alabama together apart.
Yeah, and right. Well, we were. They were shaking their heads about what's happened to the industry and some of the people that are allowed to get in the cabs and things like that, and where they got their licenses and all these other things. Oh, it was a guy that was actually in an accident.
Yeah,
and he got sideswiped, and the guy didn't speak English, didn't read anything. It's just unbelievable, how you get a license and where you go and all these other things. But good, safe truck drivers is what Gail Frericks Trucking has. They're trained, they're legal, they're all good. And we need all of that to be on the roads.
Yep, and we need members of that good team. You always got to have your role players and your guys that are going to be steady and do the right things.
Well, that's what you do. You get trained up, you get it done. Well, Tim Onstock, congratulations on everything. How can people connect with you? And again, if you want him for your wedding food, you call Stevie J. It's a lot of money, but you're not going to get anybody like that. That's for sure.
That was the last eye roll I got on the trip, and the side eye look from Donna's when I realized that I'd lost my phone in Alabama.
Oh dear! Oh, you did. How does that go?
I don't know. It's
hard.
The end's not done yet. So, but they can get me at the office at 765-793-7131, extension 4. They can email me at timo@gftlog.com.
Amazing. Speaking of no thermometers, they call it cooking naked. Without that phone, everything's in there. It's hard. I've done some things to lose phones, and it's embarrassing.
I mean, we talked to Coach Brad Underwood this week.
He set it down at the Final Four in a hotel and went back, and it was still there. I mean,
an hour later.
There's a few recruits on that phone. He needs those. Listen, it's ridiculous how important that dang thing is.
Well, if I would have found it, maybe I could get me a motorhome like the rich people from Mississippi. And
I can't believe. I mean, you said they had matching rigs.
They've got a Freightliner motorhome with a matching cook trailer.
Could you ask for a bite of your brisket to walk through it and see it?
I've been in it. I've seen it.
Is it crazy? Is it like bigger than you'd think?
Oh yeah, it's
a semi.
Nice. Yeah, and it's almost an industrial kitchen in the trailer, and it's.
And I'm sure they've got all the bells and whistles, HVAC, satellite television, the whole thing.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. Nicest people in the world.
That's great.
That's how they're living their life now. They're traveling around, right?
Barbecue people are just that way.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, congratulations, Tim Onstock. You the man.
Thank you, Stevie. Thanks, Diane.
All right, have a good one.
Send our best to Donna.
Yeah, congratulations.
Kind of know who holds up that team anyway. Great having him on. 847 ESPN 93.5.
Looking for bold, authentic Mexican flavor right here in Champaign? Head to Moe's Burritos Bar and Grill, 723 South Neal Street, next to Bacon and Ben Buskirk. You'll find fresh, flavorful tacos, loaded burritos, and cheesy quesadillas. Best of all, the prices are perfect for college students and families. Moe's Burritos Bar and Grill, a hidden gem for authentic Mexican food in Champaign, 723 South Neal Street, next to Bacon and Ben Buskirk. Or check out the food truck with Moe's Burritos. Check out Moe's Burritos Restaurant on Facebook.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Right in Champaign. When disaster strikes your home or business, you have choices for emergency restoration services in Champaign County, and we're honored every time you choose us. At Clean Right, you're not calling a big national chain, you're calling a family-owned and operated company with deep roots right here in the community. We treat every customer like a neighbor, because chances are you are. Whether it's water damage, fire, storms, or unexpected emergencies, our certified and experienced technicians are ready with a 24/7 rapid response. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Our goal is simple: to return your home or business to safe, clean, like-new condition as quickly and painlessly as possible. Learn more or request services anytime at cleanright.net. Clean Right, restoring properties and peace of mind across Champaign County.
Yeah, we paid for somebody to get their vents cleaned today.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to happen today.
Regina Johnson in Pisodum is going to enjoy that service.
Yeah, and boy, I tell you what, that's a stever. We're going to do it again this month. And we'll come into your home, 2,000 square foot house, and get all the inside vents that you really don't want to see.
Right.
And it might help the asthma. It might help the allergies and all the other stuff.
The dust
Just the
on
thought
the
all
furniture
that dust.
and
Oh, boy.
all of that.
Yep, let's check sports headlines.
All right, Illinois women's basketball coaching staff is going to be switching up. Shauna Green, of course, our head coach, but the assistant, Jackie Alexander, is going back to her home state of Kentucky to be the head coach at Morehead State. Ty Pence, known for his work on the ISU court, was an all-area player. SJO grad, has entered the transfer portal. When it comes to baseball, we had the Cubs over the Tampa Bay Rays 6-2. They'll start up a series tomorrow with Shoto on the mound against Pittsburgh. St. Louis 6-1 winners over Washington. 7:15 start tomorrow night against Boston. Baltimore over the Chicago White Sox 5-3. They've got a series starting up today at Kansas City at 6:40. Oklahoma City Thunder over the LA Clippers 128-110. They are the first seed in the Western Conference. This makes 3 years in a row. Bryson DeChambeau making his own fabricated 3D printer 5-iron at the age of 32, gearing up for Augusta as the Masters gets underway soon. That's sports. I'm Diane Ducey.
Looking for bold, authentic Mexican flavor right here in Champaign? Head to Moe's Burritos Bar and Grill, 723 South Neal Street, next to Bacon and Bim Buskirk. You'll find fresh, flavorful tacos, loaded burritos, and cheesy quesadillas. Best of all, the prices are perfect for college students and families. Moe's Burritos Bar and Grill, a hidden gem for authentic Mexican food in Champaign. 723 South Neal Street, next to Bacon and Bim Buskirk. Or check out the food truck with Moe's Burritos. Check out Moe's Burritos Restaurant on Facebook.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign event and vicinity. First in a series of waffling frontal boundaries back and forth across the area. Introducing a shower threat for the day today, but a lot of dry hours, partly sunny skies, gusty south wind, and a warm day's worth of weather at 77. We'll bottom out tonight at 55. A stray shower thunderstorm around this evening. Better odds after midnight. Tomorrow, a cooler day. Mainly cloudy. Some organized rainfall for the morning. Maybe a clap of thunder through the afternoon. 63 as wind shift around north and northeast. That'll bring about clearing tomorrow night and chillier weather. Lows near 40 and a partly sunny Saturday up to 65. Slim chance for a shower late in the day. Same boundary back to the north as a warm front, and temperatures do just that, up around 80 on Sunday. Humidity climbs and maybe a stray shower thunderstorm early and late, otherwise partly sunny. Scattered showers, thunderstorms Monday. Better odds Monday night into Tuesday on the organized rainfall department. Highs up to 82 on Monday. 80-degree readings and falling Tuesday afternoon. Back to cooler weather. Highs 65 to 70. More rain Wednesday. Will dry out late next week. For Stevie T Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Well, apparently, if you have a lot of money, you can put a name on a stadium.
Oh, really?
You can sit in the front row of basketball games.
Yeah.
You can lift weights with the players.
Oh, hey.
Larry Geese, I believe this was at Cam's.
Okay.
Somebody had a microphone.
How does it feel that we're in the Final Four? Oh, it's great. I'm so happy for Illini Nation. I'm so happy for the community. So happy for Josh Whitman. Yeah. So happy for Coach Brad and the players. They have worked so hard for this. And it's not just 1 year. This is a lot of years in the making.
All right, this is Larry Geese, of course, and he also hired A.J. Redd.
Okay.
To work with him full-time.
Nice.
Right now.
Okay.
For sure. Just so happy for everybody who wears the orange and blue. So really pumped.
What did you see out of A.J. Redd in his workout that made you want to hire him?
So what was really cool about A.J. is when I was lifting with the team, I'm not a big guy.
No, you're like muscular. You're muscular.
I'm in decent shape, but I'm not a big guy. So all of the guys who were lifting were pretty big. AJ said, "You lift with me." And so I lifted with AJ, and we're doing squats at one point, and he's like, "Dude, make your right leg go out a little bit further, go a little deeper." And I'm like, that's what I need to do. So he was just great, took me under his wing, helped me out. And I said to him, I said, "Can you do a spreadsheet?" He said, "Yeah, I can do a spreadsheet." I said, "Come do spreadsheets for us."
Wow.
Not only did he do that, but he has great leadership skills, so he's full-time with us now.
Nice.
When he finishes his Final Four run.
That's unbelievable.
Great guy.
Unbelievable.
I bet he must.
IOL.
I.
Must be Larry Geese.
Heck yeah. Darn, I wish I would have gone to Cam's. I could sit at the bar with Larry Geese and talk about my 4th of July, freedom celebration.
Man, he might have been
sponsor my
he might have reached in
fireworks show.
his left pocket and handled that. Yeah, that would probably be a good one. But
July4th.net, in case you're listening, Larry.
Exactly. He's on every day, I'm sure.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening. The boys this afternoon back on after the Cardinal game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so listen to Evan and Curtis after 3 on The Drive. All right, thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet you on Friday. Have a great Thursday.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoul on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel. Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne. What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Ride in Champaign. As winter fades and spring rains move in, melting snow, heavy storms, and stressed pipes can quickly turn into flooding and water damage for homes and businesses across Champaign County. When water shows up where it shouldn't, every minute matters. At CleanRight, we're a family-owned and operated company with deep roots in this community, and we're ready with a 24/7 emergency response. Our certified, experienced technicians arrive fast to assess the damage and start the restoration process right away. Whether it's a flooded basement, burst pipe, or storm damage, we work to make the recovery quick and as stress-free as possible. Our mission is to return your property to clean, safe, like-new condition so you can get back to normal. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Learn more or request emergency service anytime at cleanright.net.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in Central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.